With Prewave, we identified potential threats early and coordinated with suppliers to avoid disruptions.
Purem by Eberspächer is the exhaust division of the Eberspächer group of companies. We are a global manufacturer of exhaust gas after-treatment systems in the automotive industry. We have a global footprint and supply the leading OEMs. Besides the exhaust division, Eberspächer has two other divisions: climate control systems and automotive controls, which also use the Prewave tool. Prewave helps us to identify potential violations of these regulations. It also helps us with risk analysis and provides input for the annual risk reports. We appreciate that Prewave stays up to date with the market developments and legal decisions. We especially value the events and webinars. Ensuring compliance and the identification and monitoring of risks were always very important for our company. But with the introduction of Prewave, we have reached a new level. The alerts allow us to receive information earlier, to react sooner, and to minimize risks. Based on supplier scores in Prewave, we have selected specific suppliers to send assessments. Although it's too early to finally comment on the results, having access to these compliant questionnaires, developed with legal experts, is a great advantage. Distributing them through Prewave is much easier than using traditional channels. We also appreciate the automation feature for these questionnaires. Given that many Prewave customers are also automotive suppliers or OEMs, we benefit from industry synergies. We established a cross-divisional team responsible for functionality, implementation, and ongoing improvements. This team addressed our requirements and received additional training from Prewave. Despite manufacturing different products, we've succeeded in aligning with Prewave's standardized process, which has significantly improved our risk management practices. We can say that the partnership with Prewave helps us to fulfill legal requirements as well as the expectation of our customers. By gathering information early, we can work with our suppliers to implement measures that minimize risks to our supply chain.
Frankly, we have to say that when we initially selected the tool, we focused on fulfilling our legal obligations under the requirements of the German Supply Chain Due Diligence Act. However, the past 2 years have shown how fragile global supply chains can be, with events like the semiconductor crisis, global pandemic, and even a new war in Europe. These disruptions made us realize the need to expand our focus to identify risks in our supply chain. Prewave's global scope naturally aligned with our need to broaden our usage towards risk management. For example, weather events in Asia like typhoons and landslides often don't make international news. With Prewave, we identified potential threats early and coordinated with suppliers to avoid disruptions. Additionally, early identification of necessary logistics changes, such as rerouting ships to avoid the Red Sea, allowed our logistics team to evaluate potential impacts on our supply chain. We use this information for both sourcing decisions and improving our supplier strategies. The more data we have on a supplier, the more informed our decisions can be. A supplier with a poor health and safety ratings and reluctance to improve is not a reliable partner for the future. Our response times have improved significantly. Sharing information quickly with other regions, like the US or Asian countries, has become much easier, and Prewave enables swift data sharing. We also appreciate Prewave's professional data collection and analysis for abstract risk assessments, which would be impossible at this level with internal resources alone. By using Prewave's supplier and product group risk assessments, we save time and effort while achieving more reliable results. By providing risk assessment data, we see Prewave as a key element in supply chain management. We see potential for improving and integrating the information from Prewave with our own systems, such as our ERP system or supply relationship management tool. In this respect, we are curious to see what solutions Prewave can offer us in the future.